Welcome back to this episode of Cope's Corner. I'm your host, as always, Mike Copenhaver, aka Real Mike. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, all the likes of KOPESKORNER. Stoked to be here to talk about some absolute spectacular UFC that's going down. That's UFC 281, the pay per view between Israel Adesanya versus Alex Pereira. These two have clashed before in the kickboxing bouts, and a lot of words have been talked and some people have been slept, and it should be a really, really good about. Stoked to be here to talk about it. And co-host of the night will be my man, Mr. B, the MMA guy. He'll be jumping in the mix shortly. But first and foremost, I'd like to thank the sponsors of the show. And the first sponsor I'd like to thank of the show is MELIN. It's a luxury line of hats that my boy Brian McDonald, one of the co-founders, came up with in high school. He talked about how we'd have a hat line unlike anything you've ever seen. Different patterns, really cool materials. Some are hydro material, waterproof, so you don't have to worry about anything if you're going to the river, going in the water, going in the beach. The beanies now back out, lumberjack hats to keep your ears warm if you're over there in Missouri and New York, all the places where you need to keep warm, unlike Southern California where we barely put a beanie on. Pretty spoiled. Secondly, I would like to thank FokiStuff.com. It's FOKAI stuff.com. It's that Guamilian gear. My boy Rome from Guam gave me the chance to sport and support his gear. They have hats, fedoras, bucket hats, beanies, baby blankets, long sleeves, regular short sleeves, jerseys, doormats, socks, just all kinds of really, really cool stuff that helps all the islanders over there. And they sure need, especially in the times where not everybody's kicking that many orders around. So, and then last but not least, the dude who makes it most possible is my boy Brandon Sua, one of the best law practitioners that there is in the United States, in California, in the 805 and Los Angeles. He does family law, criminal defense, and personal injury. His team, whether you have a crooked DA or the crooked cops or that baby mama drama, they will be there to slay that dragon who's been taking all your funds and making you run. So, shout out to Sua Law Group for that. And now, my man, Mr. B, the MMA guy, how are you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you?
I'm stoked, man. This is actually one of the first UFC events in a while that I'm actually excited for. There's a bunch of good fights worth talking to. Some young prospects are kind of taking on some other kind of younger prospects, and we're gonna see who's the right side on some of those. But I'm really excited to see Israel Adesanya versus Pereira. How's everyone there in the Bronx?
Everybody's good, man. Kids are good. Folks are good. We got some rain today. A lot of rain, but other than that, good.
Nice. Nice. Always good to hear when your family's good after all the years that we've had so much drama. But with that said, I'm not going to go through all last weekend's card, but man, it did not end up well. I had 4.5 units on Marina Rodriguez that ended up taking almost the whole toll of the whole night, and then another $100 loss. That ended up getting us to negative 5.5. But then we had a couple other wins there, a couple underdogs, and so ended up at negative 3.2. So either way, it is what it is. To be transparent, I got my ass kicked last night. There's no green light in the back. You know that shit does not make me happy. So our goal tonight is to be more precise and to try to get this shit right and get a winner and just be more of
Yeah.
a sniper and not throw out so many bets. I found myself more or less lately throwing out more bets than I used to when I originally came from the MMA for Money show and my betting style and whatnot. So so I don't know what to. Okay, cool. So with that said, UFC 281 Adesanya versus Alex Pereira is going down this weekend at the MGM. No, sorry, Madison Square Garden over there
Yes,
in
man.
New York
MSG.
City. MSG, my boy Mr. B is real close to over there in New York City. It's going down at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Um,
Yep.
and it should be a real good one. Is the city excited over there?
Yeah, the city's pretty pumped, man. There'll be a good crowd out there. It's more so a bunch of celebrities that are gonna show up there. The people will show, but there's a lot of celebrities that are gonna show up.
You mean because the
pretty
prices, the tickets are so much money that normal people can't go, right?
much. Somewhat like that.
A little
It's
bit.
somewhat that.
That's a little bit. So with that said, man, the first fight of the night before this event is going to be the 205-pound light heavyweight division. We have Nikolai Nurmagomedov taking on Carlos Ulberg. Nikolai, call himself NICU, is 13-1, 28 years old, 6 foot with a 78-inch reach. He's on a one-fight win streak, fighting at Extreme Couture. Got a wrestling base. Extreme Couture definitely will help you sharpen that as well. Let me see if he has any BJJ listed on his accolades, and he does not. Last took on Ian Pator, and he won by knees and punches, standing TKO in round two. Kenny Injectu, he won split decision. Ike Villanueva, ground and pound right to ground strikes round one. And then when he loses, it's kind of just like he gets grounded out and smothered a little bit where he can't get his game plan off. But really good fighter, and I can't say too many bad things about him. But he's going to be taking on Carlos Ulberg, who I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if it's just a little bit of the LBGTQ gay inside of me that thinks, Carlos Ulberg is just a specimen and has the body of a Gotti. But Carlos Ulberg, the Black Jag, is 6-1. He is 31 years young, 6'4", with a 74-inch reach on a 2-fight win streak, fighting out of Auckland, New Zealand. Double check his BJJ rank, nothing on there. More of a kickboxer anyways, but I was hoping they had some BJJ on there. He last took on Tafada and Jeku, and he won by hooks round one. It came out, that was coming out party kind of. Fabio Tarrant, he won unanimous decision, and Kenny Nzechukwu, he lost the hooks in round two. So anytime he got outsized, he kind of had a little bit of a problem. But this dude's mean, really good striking, really good all around mixed martial arts game. I can't hate on him at all. I like Carlos Ulberg here. I keep deleting all kinds of stuff I want to look at. Carlos Ulberg is a negative 130 favorite, so slight favorite, plus 110 comeback for NICU, Nikolai Nurmagomedov. I'm kind of torn back and forth, but is it my love for Ulberg that's just seeing it, or are you on that same side, B? Because I'm feeling Carlos Ulberg here.
I'm feeling Ulberg as well, man.
Oh, B.
No disrespect to Nick Nagumurano.
Nope.
Nick can strike. He's KO'd some folks. He had to KO his last fight out. He can wrestle. It's not the best wrestling, but it's there. But this guy, when you go back and you look at the past couple fights, man, I don't like his starts, man. He gets outstruck. Crazy, man.
What's up, Kick Your Bass? Appreciate you, my dude.
He gets outstruck, man. Kamra outstruck him when they fought. Kennedy and Cheku outstruck him when they fought. Even Ihor managed to tag on him, But he manages to weather the storm somewhat. Got just an iron head, man. Really credible chin. And manages to eat those and hustle right back and get some of those wins there. Against a guy like Ulberg, though, I think Ulberg just manages to move. I think he has the ability to just move. He has really good footwork and knows how to slip out of bad situations there. We are also taking the credit too that the cage will be bigger. It will be bigger than that Vegas cage, if I remember. So there's gonna be a lot of space for him to dance, get on his little bicycle, and just ride around, and just have Nagumurano chase him for the most part. I think Ulberg can outpoint him and get a straight decision. I see that as the path for Ulberg to win.
Yeah, man.
He'll outstrike him and just keep moving. Probably a late finish, who knows? But I could stick with a decision from Ulberg, but I got Ulberg.
Yeah, I'm thinking Ulberg too, and it's because B's backing it. I'm feeling it. He's a negative 130. I'm going to be throwing down $130, 1.3 units on Carlos Ulberg to do the damn thing. I just really feel like he's the more has the higher ceiling, better specimen, stronger, Has a little bit more to offer, but Nicky is good and has a lot of experience in the sense, and it could come back to bite
Yeah.
anybody. That's why they
Just
call
don't
it.
put no. Yeah, Ulberg. If anything, Ulberg got to avoid the pressure that Nick is gonna bring. That's the
Yeah.
only thing. Yeah.
So the next fight of the night is Julio Arce is taking on Montel Jackson B, and I'll let you jump into that one first.
Yes, sir, man. One of my favorite up and comers here in the bantamweight division, Mike Montel Jackson. Quick Montel, man. 30 years old, 5'10", with the 75.5-inch reach, man, on a 2-fight win streak. Find out in Milwaukee, Wisconsin with Pura Vida, BJJ MMA. Last 2 fights, he beat the brakes off of JP Bays, man. That was like last year. So shit, it's really been a year since he's fought. And he beat Jesse Strader, um, dropped him and finished him. Before that, he had a loss to Brett Johns, which was a really close fight, even though they put unanimous decision. It was somewhat close. It was closer than what they say. He beat Felipe Colares, Supanta, Kelleher. Um, Dude's pretty good. Big fucking hands that guy has. And he uses them to his advantage because he gets a lot of good wrist control when he fight guys against the cage. He pretty much holds the wrist, um, leaving the space for the hands. So you can either throw short elbows or he throws little punches here and there. Um, Really crazy stuff that he manages to pull off with just those certain advantages he has. Really sharp striker. He's improved a bit in his wrestling though. He's going up against Julio Arce though, man. Arce is 18-5, 5'7", with the 70-inch reach. Out of New York, represent Tiger Showman. Tiger Showman's mixed martial arts. He won't be the only guy though. We got another one on here too. He fought Daniel Santos, won by unanimous decision. Before that, he lost to Yadong Song by punches. He beat Andre Ewell with punches, but lost to the Hakeem Dawodu by split. Knocked out Julian Arosa, but lost a split to Shaman Moraes. And then he was on a pretty damn good streak, man. He also managed to beat who was it? Daniel Tamor. Dan Ige he beat in that record too on his little streak. But yeah, man. Arce's improved with his boxing, pretty sneaky submission skills. That guy's kind of tough his damn self. He's in New York, so he's definitely gonna bring the heat, man. This should be a really fun fight between these two. Shit, I want to say Montel could get this in the bag, bro. But Julio's gonna be in front of the hometown, man. He gonna probably look to get something crazy going on. I don't know. I might feel the underdog on this one. I might feel it. I might feel it. I think Jackson is really, really fucking good, man. But Arce, man. Ooh, Arce might get this done here. I gotta hear what you say though, Mike. What you think?
Yeah, I mean, you broke it down pretty good. I just with Montel Jackson, I would pick him and bet him if I knew what kind of mental state he's in and what kind of Montel I'm getting, how dedicated, how angry, and aggressive he's going to be. But at the number -210 plus 165 comeback for Julio Arce, I'd be going dog or pass too. Much like Mr. B elaborated because I just don't see a reason why you would warrant that bet there. B.
I hear you.
So.
I hear you, but it's gonna be a good fight.
Oh,
But
it will be, but not as good as this next fight of the night. You got
boy.
Mike Trezano takes on Seong Woo Choi. This should be an absolute banger. 1 second.
Sure, go ahead.
I don't know how somehow my screen likes to glitch all the time. Yeah, so Seung Woo Choi calls himself Sting is 10-5, 30 years old, 6 foot with a 74.5-inch reach. He's on a 2-fight losing streak fighting out of Seoul, South Korea. No jiu-jitsu black belt listed. He last took on Joshua Kubalo lost a tough decision split. Alex Caceres, he lost rear naked choke round 2. Julian Erosa, he beat him round 1. Yusuf Zalal, unanimous decision, and whatnot. But this dude's tapped multiple times. Gavin Tucker was a BJJ black belt. Alex Caceres is not BJJ black belt, but he's definitely been rolling long enough. He's also lost the Jae Woon Kim by punches, and so I don't like that tapper napper type stuff when it comes to this. But this dude's aggressive. He's got really really strong hands. His takedown defense is getting better and better, but he definitely brings it when he comes to throw that heat. Right now, the odds makers have Wu Choi negative 175 plus 145 comeback for Trezano. Oh man, I'm feeling Siwoo Choi here because of his aggression. I feel Trezano's good, has a good all around game, but he doesn't give me enough aggression, and I feel like in the first round and a half, a couple of mistakes could get made big time and end up Siwoo Choi end up getting a KO, TKO, something inside distance. But who'd you pick on that one, V?
Oh, I'm definitely taking Sung Choi. I'm taking Choi.
Okay,
I'm
so
definitely taking Choi.
so
I think. Go ahead.
You think it warrants a bet? Because that's originally what I was thinking.
Or is there any props there?
Too close
on
props. There's always props, but is it just too? Is it one of those ones where it's not worth it? It's a little too close.
Ooh. Oh,
bless you. Because there's always a couple of those where you just don't need to fire.
Well, then don't fire on this one. But I am taking Siwoo Choi.
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Choi as well because, as you just said, man, you just said it. You don't really see the fire in Trezano, man. These past couple of fights, it's like he's there and then he just fades away, man. I don't understand. And it's like you're there, you're not showing improvements like that. Sure, you're gonna stand and bang, you know what I mean? You fought Almeida and that was cool. You dropped Almeida, Almeida dropped you too. And then just when you had it, you could have got it done. You got beat up, man. Like, damn it. Who's not gonna let that slide, man?
Yeah, I want to bet that money line negative 175, but after last week, it was a little bloodier than I would like to. You know what I mean?
And the thing too is that Wu could wrestle. Wu's grappled a little bit. People forget Wu got takedowns on Kulibao, man. People forget how that fight kind of went. He got a couple. He managed to get a takedown.
All right, I'm going with my instinct. I wanted to bet him in the beginning. I'm throwing down 1.75 units, $175. Because I believe that he is superior, got better striking, reach, more viciousness, kind of knees to the face, to the body. As long as he can stuff the takedowns and really hit the gas tank at Trezano, I feel like that he could do that, and I like it. It was one of my initial thoughts, just in general, coming up on that one. But the next fight of the night is between the two ladies, Carolina Kowalkiewicz is taking on Silviana Gomez Juarez. And B, I'll let you jump into that first.
Let's go. So we got Silvana Gomez Juarez, La Malvada. 37 years old, 5'3" with the 63-inch reach, out of San Miguel de Tucumán, Argentina. There you go. Currently riding that one fight win out of the Entram gym, formerly Brandon Moreno's gym. They used to train at. Last time we seen her fight, Na Liang, she beat her, minute 22, round 1. She had a 2-fight losing streak where she lost to the Vanessa Demopoulos. She dropped her, but she got caught in that arm bar. Lupita Godinez, they were kind of fighting. She also caught her in the arm bar as well. But other than that, she was doing pretty well for herself in the regionals and all that. The girl, I didn't really see much of her like jiu-jitsu. She kind of has some jiu-jitsu. But her boxing is pretty damn solid. I like her boxing. Her stand-up is pretty damn good. She got some power on her, boy. But she's going up against Karolina Kowalkiewicz. 13-7. Polish Power. Hiya. 37 years old. 5'3" with the 64-inch reach. Out of Shark Top Team Lodz. Currently riding one fight win streak, but she's also been training at ATT recently, most recently. Getting some training with Joanna and a couple of the other folks over there. That's where she picked up her return win against Felice Herrig, rear naked choke. But she was on a 5-fight losing streak before that. One of those was by submission, and one of those she got knocked out by Jessica Andrade. Former title challenger. Yeah, let's get this straight, man. This close. I think the betting line is mad close on this one. I think so. Is it?
Yeah, the betting line is KK negative 115, negative 105 comeback for Silviana Gomez, slight underdog.
Fucking crazy.
Slight.
Crazy. Yo, Carolina could probably get this, but Carolina got to play the game of her clinch. She got to play the game of her clinch, and she got to initiate some takedowns. You give that girl Juarez space, Juarez is gonna box her up and box her up bad. I want to say she got this in the bag, man. But I am not betting this one. But I might go Juarez. I may go Juarez on this one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is a tough one. I'm not. If you bet
tough, yeah.
If you bet this, you're out of your mind. There's no way, man. I can't even really pick. I don't see enough in Juarez where I want to bet, and the KK I used to, and so she's had more experience, more veteranship. So I'd have to go KK on this one, just in the simple fact that she's shown me more, and she's been in there with the better competitors. So I'm going KK.
All right. So we battling.
Okay, yeah, we battling on that one, but yeah, that's not. I would never bet that in my life. If you do, you should probably quit betting. You're just gonna get lucky in the sense on that one. The next fight of the night is Otman Azatar takes on Matt the Steamroller Frivola.
Yes, sir.
He's from your area, right, B?
Yes, sir.
So nice. So 9-3-1 Steamroller Frivola is called. 32 years old, 5'9", with a 71.5-inch reach on a one-fight win streak, fighting out of Tampa, Florida. His BJJ rank is a brown belt he's a brown belt out of brown belt and BJJ. So just so you guys have stats if you didn't know about it. He's been around the game for a while, had a lot of experience. I can't necessarily say he's got the best hands. Doesn't necessarily win anything by hands, and he has had a couple lucky chances, but more ground and pound, but never really a striking. He's more of a get the guy to the ground, take him out using that jiu-jitsu, and then just smothering the dude. Yeah, but he's going to be taking on Otman Azatar, the dude that was infamous for trying to sneak in a bag of some goodies into the Abu Dhabi the first time back in the day.
Yeah.
So Otman Azatar, the bulldozer, 13-0, 32 years old, 5'8", with a 71-inch reach. He's on a 13-fight win streak, fighting out of Deutschland, Germany. He's got a Muay Thai style, so likes to be standing. Pretty much rarely ever wins by his choke or submission. Only I think has 2 out of the 8 or so wins by submission. But with this dude, when he throws, it's fun. He last beat Akama Worthy, punches round 1. Timu Pakalin, overhand right, round 1. Just everyone's been kind of devastated by this dude's right hand. And not really he hasn't had the biggest experience gap. Right now, the odds makers have him at a negative 155 favorite, plus 130 comeback for Matt Steamroller Frivola. I'm having a little bit of hard time here, seeing this. I like Matt Frivola's experience. I like Matt Frivola's his attitude. I like his all-around jiu-jitsu game. You seen something I don't be? I just don't. I'm not quite sure what Azatar's gonna do to this little veteran. But what do you say, B?
This would be an interesting fight, man, because word on the street, Azatar was getting his training in with Khabib and his buddies. That's word on the street. I don't know how much he picked up.
What up,
That's word
Dom?
on the street. Yo. Yeah, he picked up some training with Khabib and his buddies. I don't know how much training he got, but he got some training. So we're gonna see if that takedown defense is out there and his patience. If there's anything that's crazy about Ottman, is that dude's patience and his power. That dude can crack, bro. And we gotta understand, Frivola's last fight, he got a bunch of knockdowns, but he got hit too
Oh, he got
by
cracked.
Valdez. He got cracked, but he dropped homeboy a lot. Terrence McKinney smoked him in a couple seconds though. And that's the thing with Frivola, man. I like Frivola, and Frivola does have the wrestling pedigree. He does have the jiu-jitsu. He has a lot of things for him to win this fight, but he keeps putting his damn chin in the air there at times, and he wants to go out there and be action man, and it costs him at times. You can't afford to do that. I want to pick Frivola because Frivola's my New Yorker, but damn, son, I haven't lost a pick with Ottman yet, so I'm gonna take Ottman.
Whoa! So you're just rolling them to keep the flow going, or you really think that he's a sharper side right there?
I think I'm gonna roll with Ottman, man. Ottman ain't let me down, and Ottman comes to play, man.
Yeah,
the touch of death for real, man.
Yeah. And I do like that in a fighter. I have no bet here. I'm going steamroller for Vola, but I do see what Mr. B is talking about with a guy like Osman Avatar, because dude means motherfucking business. So the next fight of the night is Andre Petrosky takes on Wellington Turman. 1 second, let me bump that up.
Yeah, this is one I'm a little conflicted with.
You.
Petrosky.
All right, so this is you, B. You're the first one to break this one now.
All right, cool, man. So we got Wellington Turman versus Andre Petrosky. This is 185, man, middleweights. So we got the prodigy Wellington Turman. Wellington Turman is 18-5. He is 26 years old, 6 foot tall with a 72-inch reach out of Curitiba, Paraná, Brazil. We're training with Teixeira MMA and Fitness, former UFC light heavyweight champion Glover Teixeira. Currently riding a 2-fight win streak where he beat Misha Serkinov by armbar. Damn you, Misha. Second round. And he beat Sam Alvey with a split decision. Sam, come on, man. He lost to Bruno Silva before that and Andrew Sanchez, but he beat Marcus Perez. Keep things really short and sweet. Wellington Turman trains with Glover Teixeira. His hands are suspect. I won't lie. He has not looked quite spectacular when throwing punches and kicks, really. He throws like something. He has heavy kicks, but his striking just looks awful, man. It looks really like it's half-assed. I hope it's improved, but where he lacks in his striking, he makes up for a lot in his grappling. Really strong grappler, man. Good submission skills, good control. I don't really see him much in his top position, so I'm not really sure how his top position holds. The last time we seen last time we seen somebody get top position on him, they obliterated him, Bruno Silva. But his top position, I'm not really sure, but his submission skills are pretty solid. He's going up against Andre Petrosky. Now, us over here, we kind of have a 50-50 feel with Andre Petrosky. Andre Petrosky is 8-1. 31 years old, 6 foot tall, 73-inch reach. He represents Pennsylvania. Currently 3-fight win streak out of Renzo Gracie, Philly, where he beat Nick Maximov last time out with an anaconda choke, a minute 16. He beat Yao Zhang Hu with an arm triangle choke beforehand in round 3. And Michael Gilmore, he beat ground and pound in round 3. He had 2 grappling bouts where he both won against Eric Anders, where he choked out Eric Anders, and Phil Hawes, he won by decision. I Andre Petrosky's a big motherfucker, big mofo at 185. Problem is, as we said, we have a problem with Petrosky. Petrosky's good in the first round. For some odd reason, this guy's gas tank goes into the higher atmosphere, and this dude, it looks like he's depleted as all hell in the second round of fights. I don't get why. But then the third round comes, and he's 50-50 on the third round. But that's the situation with him. Gilmore, he should have finished him in the first round. Why that fight go to the third round? God only knows. Zhang, the Chinese dude, should have beat him in the first round. Don't know why it got to the third round, but it got to the third round. But he submits the hell out of Nick Maximov like nobody's business. Yo, this is insane. Who we going to take here? I'm going to take Petrosky. Because even though Petrosky has a weird gas tank, I think Petrosky's hands are slightly better than Thurman's. And I can see Petrosky giving them problems because both of them are jiu-jitsu. Pretty good, damn good in their jiu-jitsu. But Petrosky has wrestling on this side as well. So I'm going to lean towards Petrosky on this one. I could be eating shit, but I'm going to take Petrosky on this one.
Yeah, you're right. Well, Wellington Turman hasn't really given me enough to like really be able to trust. He's been ground and pound, two times as of recent here in the UFC, and that doesn't give me any bit of a hope when a guy like Andrei Petrovsky, who's got great wrestling, could get you down and ground and pound you. But I also don't. I just don't trust neither of these guys. And right now, what the odds makers have Petrovsky negative 200 favorite, plus 160 comeback. I guess, like I said, I lean the Petrovsky side, like B says, because Wellington Turman just kind of gives me that chinny vibe. But I definitely would not be betting this fight here because it's just there's nothing there that warrants me betting that one. So with that said, I'm going with Andrei Petrovsky, just like Mr. B. The next fight of the night, B, it is Aaron Blanchfield takes on Molly, the meatball McCann. And man, dude, you know me and Mr. B have been really high on Aaron Blanchfield as she's been coming up in the promotion, right, B?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed.
And so this one's gonna be a really it's a tough one because I like Molly the Meatball McCann too, and she brings a lot of energy and she brings a lot of excitement. This first round is gonna be absolutely hell. I think that Molly Meatball McCann, as aggressive she is, her boxing is getting better and better. Her strength and lower base makes it hard for her to take down. She's a BJJ black belt now, and so she's getting well versed all in all aspects of her game. But she's taking on a real tough prospect, Erin Blanchfield, cold blooded. She calls herself. She's 9-1, 23 years young, 5'4" with a 68-inch reach, and she's on a 6-fight win streak, fighting out of New York City, right where they're fucking at the Madison Square Garden. Last took on JJ Aldrich, won by standing guillotine choke round 2. Miranda Maverick beat her unanimous. Sarah Alpar, Brogan Walker, just been an absolute tear, and she's just such a young girl. The only thing I worry about is how is she going to respond from multiple punches to her face, backed up against a cage. I'm hoping that she has a little bit better game plan than I foresee in my head. Negative 400 for the favorite, Aaron Blanchfield. The underdog comes back at a plus 300 for Meatball Molly McCann. This is a tough one, man. I'd want to pick Aaron Blanchfield, but negative 400 is a little steep for me. Punching power goes to Molly McCann. Aggression, heart, intimidation, but all around MML skills, professionalism, and whatnot. I do love Aaron Blanchfield, but I can feel something weird here. I'm not paying the negative 400 favorite, so I go dog or pass with Molly, the Meatball McCann. But it hurts me to say it, B. What do you say?
Man, this is a big fight here, man. Molly's, yeah, it's a big fight. Molly's trip to the flyweight title depends on this win over here, man. Yo, they throwing the wolves right now. Aaron Blanchfield is a menace. We know this. She has looked nothing short of phenomenal, except for a fight against JJ Aldrich. She did get tagged up a lot by JJ. JJ did manage to lay and put them hands on her, hit her with some really good combinations in that fight. Erin did manage to wrestle her up quite a bit and strike right back though. Um, Eventually JJ Aldrich ran and got caught up in that high angle guillotine choke, got submitted. Um, Erin is a terror. I think that fight has opened her eyes to improve where she lacks. Um, Molly McCann is just straightforward. Since she's bettered herself, she got the cardio up. You know what I mean? She's a lot more leaner now. She's out there ferocious. And, if she's not catching you with the power, she's definitely hitting you with the volume for sure. Her little spinning back elbows have been coming out of the woodwork, the overhands, all this crazy nonsense Molly's been going. So it's going to be a super duper fight, man. I can't believe I just said super duper. But yeah, super duper bout. We're going to take Erin. I'm going to take Erin. Well, you're going to take Erin. I'm going to take Erin as well. The odds are kind of high. If you believe in Molly, then take Molly, I guess. But not Molly the drug, Molly the fire. Hey, let's go.
Don't be doing drugs, kids, all right?
Word. And yeah, take Molly McCann, man. But it's gonna be a tough fight for Erin. This is kind of this is her big fight here, man. And in MSG, this is her do or die right now. So I'm looking for Erin Blanchfield to improve, and we see what happens. I think Erin's the bigger girl, younger girl.
It's gonna be a great event, man. Between those two. What did I do? One second. I messed up my view. There we go. But yeah, it's gonna. Not a lot of times do I get excited about women about MMA, but that's definitely one of the ones that I do. The next fight of the night be Dominic Reyes takes on Ryan Spann, and you get to jump into that first, man.
Let's go. First off, we got Superman Ryan Spann. He missed weight by half a pound, y'all. So we got boom a little bit, boo. 20-7. 31 years old, 6'5" with the 81.5-inch reach. Currently on a 1-fight win streak. Representing Fortis MMA, of course. Jeff Neal, Alonzo Menafield, Jinu Frey's in there, Cheyenne Velismas, with Saif Saud, their coach, all that good stuff. He beat Ian Kudalaba last time out. Caught him in a guillotine choke because Ian Kudalaba is silly. He lost to Anthony Smith by rear naked choke. That was a hell of a fight, though. Misha Serkinov, he knocked that man out. Jesus Christ. Johnny Walker, they went crazy, and he ended up getting knocked out. Then he had a split decision win against Sam Alvey. That is disgusting. He beat Devin Clark. He beat Nogueira. He beat Henrique. Well, he knocked out Nogueira. Jesus Christ. But yeah, he beat a couple guys. He also beat Emiliano Sordi, which is a very interesting thing considering Emiliano Sordi won the PFL championship at one time. But I digress. He's going up against the devastated Dominic Reyes. 12-3, the former light heavyweight title challenger. 32 years old, 6'4" with a 77-inch reach. Out of Hesperia, California. Currently riding a 3-fight losing streak. Oh, yeah, he really is, though. Oh, shit. Yeah, he lost to Hiri Prohaska by spinning the elbow. Round 2. Jan Blachowicz, he got beat up with punches. And then John Jones. Before that, he was undefeated. He smoked Chris Weidman. He beat Ozdemir by split. Very controversial split. Over in St. Preux, he beat unanimous. Jared Cannonier, he knocked out. Jeremy Kimball choked out. Let's go to the straight up facts about this shit. Dominic Reyes has come out and said he is Dominic Reyes 2.0. He said his defense has improved. He has impenetrable defense. He's gonna be out here. He's looking crisper, better than ever. I know he's been training with Alex Pereira for a little bit. He's been a little bit around. And if that's the case, that footwork is going to be key for him. Footwork in range is going to be his thing. He's going to be in and out the pocket, though. He has to play this game against Ryan Spann because Ryan Spann is explosive. He's not a quick guy, but he's an explosive guy. He has the reach advantage. He's a big motherfucker, though. But he's also shown that if you can hustle him, he will slow down. That cardio will get challenged. He does get a little sloppy. He goes in for the kill. This all comes down to the first round, though, because as I said, Span got the reach advantage. If Span is making shit tricky and blending in his takedowns and a little bit of some jiu-jitsu, I think he gives our boy Reyes a little bit of trouble. I'm gonna lean towards Span on this one.
Oh,
Because Span's been a little bit more active. It's a little bit more active.
wow.
I think this one might get a little closer than what we think. But I'm gonna take Superman Span on this one because
Oh, what is the
that's my dude. That's my dude.
what?
Superman
Let's
Span.
see. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Let's see the props for Ryan Span, or yeah, under what? It's got to be under 1.5, right? 225. Oh man, so everyone's steamed the under 1.5. So everyone's kind of thinking the same thing I am. But man, you might be right, bro. I don't trust Dominic Reyes enough here, so there's no way I could. But I feel like Dominic Reyes should get this done. But Ryan Spann could be the wrong guy. But if you look at his just body language, the way he was acting in his interviews, he doesn't seem like he wants to be here. Missed the weight. Be very hard for me to back a guy that unprofessional. But we shall see. So I'm going to be going with
The
Dominic Reyes.
Devastator. Taking
Going with,
Reyes. All
going
right.
with yeah, going with Dominic motherfucking Reyes, baby. So,
Yes.
but so
Okay.
with that said, the next fight of the night is
Yes. Moicano.
Hanito Moicano takes on Brad Riddell, and this should be an absolute treat, bro. Um, 1 second, I'm all over the place. So yeah, so Brad Riddell, City Kickboxing's coach, or no, it's City Kickboxing's coach. He goes to the fuck at Thailand with Tiger Muay Thai as well. Absolutely amazing striker. I like him a lot. I like his volume, like his IQ. Just a little bit of wrestling, takedown defense, and a couple fight IQ things because he's wild. That gets a bad rap. He's 31 years old. He's on a 2-fight losing streak. It really hasn't done the best matchups for his game. He fought Jalen fucking Turner in his last bout, and Jalen Turner is a massive fucking creature from the abyss that will kill you. And he did. Mountain guillotine choke round 1. Rafael Fiziev wheel kick round 3. It's like, thanks for feeding me the fucking wolves. But then he beat our dude Drew Dober, which is I'm very, very high on that. Magomed Mustafa. All those just give me lots of points for
Whoa.
all of those things get me points. Sorry, guys, a little technical glitch. They give me points in the experience factor, and all those things. Brad Riddell is a purple belt under Andre Gavallo, who's a great jiu-jitsu practitioner. So this dude not only does have striking, he has some really, really slick jiu-jitsu, but he's also taken on a guy who's got really slick jiu-jitsu and himself, and that's Renato Moicano, who's 16, 5-1, 33 years old, 5'11 with a 72-inch reach. He's on a 1-fight losing streak, fighting out of Brazil. I believe he is a BJJ black belt. Yes, he is. And so that's going to be equal or better to Brad Riddell's. Striking wise, I have Brad Riddell's striking to be a little bit better. Let me look the exact reach on these two. Slight edge for Nata Moicano. So that's a little bit slightly worrisome.
let's see, Brad Riddell. How many times has he lost by knockout? Guillotine choke, wheel kick. I don't think Moicano's not doing the wheel kick. Guillotine choke could happen, but see, that's the thing. He's top 2 times by armbar, so that's where Brad Riddell. I have to jump off the train. I'm going to be going with Renato Moicano because the fact that I think that his BJJ black belt, I think that his experience factor, I think that his kicking, his striking, if it's all aggressive and he's all there, that he should be the better side. Right now, the odds makers have Renato Moicano at a negative 120. A slight favorite, plus 100 comeback for Brad Riddell. This should be a great fight, but I'm going Renato Moicano. B, who do you got?
You going Moicano?
You heard me.
Whoa. That's crazy. We taking Brad Riddell on this side, man.
Full.
And
hey,
it always goes.
The odds makers are on my side, and so that could be good or it could be bad, kid. I love Brad Riddell. I just don't know. I also don't know what Moicano's going there, and I'm also not betting it. So calmete, homie.
Here's the thing. I got a theory, and my theory always stands true, but it depends on who. And it's my theory on city kickboxing.
Mr. B is getting some mystic action here, guys. Hey, just be prepared for a lot of fact checking and a lot of stuff after this, all right? They're going to ban the whole video after Mr. B slanders it.
And here it goes. When there's 2 fighters in city kickboxing, you're guaranteed they both win. When there's 3 or more guys on a card from city kickboxing that are going to fight, you're guaranteed one of them are going to lose.
Oh, yeah, always.
If it's 4, if we got 4 or more, we got 4 here, guaranteed one's going to lose, but one of these fights is going to be shaky. And that's the thing I hate. The Alberg fight, we got that as a lot.
Cheers, guys.
We taking Brad Riddell. This one is going to probably be a little shaky, but I'm going to take Brad Riddell on this one. I think Brad Riddell's going to be locked in. I know Moicano got that jiu-jitsu on him. Yeah, I know he went through hell against Dos Anjos. He's going to come in here focused, put in a damn good fight. But I like Riddell's strength, and that's the thing.
This is a good learning experience for anyone that's betting out there and they're not quite sure like how to, I guess, get better every single time you bet and like, oh, I don't want to make that mistake. I could change there. I got too aggressive throwing on that rookie who's never fought before. I should have seen his gas tank. I've made the same errors and the same mistakes. So, you never know in that sense.
Yeah.
But with this one here, like I said, I have no skin in this game. I'm not touching it, but I just feel like the little bit more experience for Moicano, the BJJ black belt, Brad Riddell's tapped 2 times. It's going to be a very interesting bout, B.
Yes, it is. I believe so. I definitely believe so. I think Moicano comes in here with a different mentality, and he's definitely going to challenge Brad Riddell. But I believe in Riddell. I believe he will rise above it and get this W and get back on the track.
Hey, I just want to shout out to every single one of you guys here in the chat. They're live watching on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, and just making the show what it is. We got Oroboso. What time is it going down? I believe I said 4 p.m. 1 second. Let me double check. It's 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, my brother.
Yeah.
Or my lady. Either one. Sorry if I can't see you. And then 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for me on the West Coast. So 6 p.m. Eastern Standard in the BX, the Bronx, for my boy B. It is in New York. So it's definitely favoring the New York side over there, but it's going to be an absolutely spectacular event. And so really do appreciate all you guys shooting the shit and being here live. There's a lot of more people here live. So if you are new, please try to subscribe, like, and show a little bit of love. I do the analytics on it, and more. It's like more than 75% of the people don't subscribe, but they do watch. Still appreciate you anyways. But I'd appreciate the thumbs up a little bit more just to help me and my boy Mr. B. But with that said, enough mushy stuff. But Renato Moicano, Brad Riddell, Mr. B's taking Brad Riddell. I'm taking Renato Moicano. Trying to think about B. Not I see. I don't even care about this one. The bet. So okay. So the reason why I started blabbing about picking bets. So I see no reason why I would bet Moicano versus Riddell. This fight's too close. It can go either way. Both have skill. Both have a veteranship. Both are good strikers. Both have good jiu-jitsu. I just don't see why we'd pick this one when we could pick other fights where I feel like there's a clearer edge. So sometimes the lesson is don't fire. Just wait, and just wait for that fucking sniper shot so that you can make your family and you some money. So, yeah. So, the next fight of the night is.
And this is where my theory raises eyebrows.
Oh my god! All right, B, you're going first then. Dan Hooker takes on Claudio Pulas, the first fight on the main card, and should be a good one. I'll let you bop it first, B.
Yes. So watch as my theory rises to the occasion.
Oh god.
So we got the main card. This starts at 10 o'clock.
Hey, B's been eating all the psilocybin in the bars around over there in New York.
So let's go, man. We got the upstart Claudio Puelles, the Prince of Peru. 12-2, 26 years old, 5'10", with the 72-inch reach out of Lima, Peru. Training at a Pitbull Martial Arts Center with a 5-fight win streak. Last time he fought the veteran Clay Guida, where he caught him with a knee bar. Chris Grutzmacher, he beat this man in round 3 with a knee bar. He beat Jordan Levitt by unanimous decision. Marcos Mariano, he beat by unanimous decision. Felipe Silva, he beat with a knee bar. Martin Bravo, he lost to by punches in round 2. He had a crazy streak, the Ultimate Fighter Latin America. Did pretty damn good for himself. Outside of that, he lost to David Kubas in the regionals. Guy's good. Guy got submission skills. He's going up against Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker, tried and true, former featherweight contender, current lightweight contender, the Hangman Dan Hooker, 21-12 is Dan Hooker. 32 years old, 6 foot tall with the 75.5-inch reach, representing Auckland, New Zealand, and City Kickboxing, where he currently has a 2-fight losing streak. Primarily a kickboxer. He got some jiu-jitsu, but we mainly see the kickboxing. He lost to Arnold Allen, punches knees and elbows. 2 minutes and 33 seconds in round 1 last time out. Lost to Islam Makhachev by Kimura in round 1. Beat Nasrat Haqparast by unanimous decision, but lost to both Michael Chandler and Dustin Poirier. Michael Chandler knocked him out round 1. Poirier beat him up to unanimous decision in a 5-rounder during 2020. Jesus Christ, what a 5-rounder that was. But he had some wins. Felder split. Ali Quinter unanimous. Knocked out James Vick. Who hasn't knocked out James Vick at this point? But here we are, man. Now, Dan Hooker got skills. His stand-up, I believe, is going to be a little better than Claudio. I shouldn't even say a little. It'll probably be a lot more technical. He'll be a lot more technical than Claudio Puelles. I don't know how much Claudio has improved in his striking, though, because, he strikes a little bit. He clinches up a little bit. He gets the jiu-jitsu going. Then you get caught up. He does the damn transitions pretty damn good. And he manages to catch folks in those knee bars. His submissions are very nasty. There's a knee bar or a heel hook. He can get that. He's able to get the back, but for some reason, he's able to get those knee bars. Hooker should get this fight. But because of my theory of city kickboxing, I think Hooker is going to be on shaky ground here. I think this is the one to get the L, and that's why I'm taking Claudio Puelles. I feel in some way, shape, or form, Dan Hooker's gonna go in here and look good. And for some reason, Claudio's gonna snatch it all away by submission. I'm not taking nothing from Hooker. Hooker probably had the best layoff, the best camp he's had in his career, all that. But I feel Claudio Puelles is coming out here to do some shit. And I think we're gonna see a lot of disappointed people. And that's why I'm taking Claudio Puelles on this one.
Oh man, quite possibly, man. It's gonna be a tough one between those two. I like I said, I have Dan Hooker. I like Claudio Pulis and whatnot, but I just feel like Dan Hooker's too much experience, too much. But that chin, bro, and whatnot, I would never bet that if my life depended on it. So you know what I mean, B?
I hear you. I hear you.
So the next fight of the night is the OG veteran Frankie. The answer Edgar takes on Chris El Guapo Gutierrez. And this
Yes,
should
sir.
be a fucking fun bout, even though they're obviously trying to hurt my boy Frankie a little bit more than I would like to see. But
Yeah.
El Guapo, Chris Gutierrez is 18-3 and 2, 31 years young, 5'9", with a 67-inch reach on a 6-fight win streak. He last took on Batrigal Dana, won by spinning back fist and punches round 2. Felipe Colares win. Andre Yule unanimous decision win. Cody Durden draw. Vince Morales. Honey Barcelos, he's been choked out before, but that's BJJ black belt. Not when's the last? So let's go to Edgar. Edgar's 24-10-1 now. 41 years old, 5'6", 68-inch reach, 2-fight losing streak. Lost to Vera, lost to Sandhagen, both by finish. Pedro Munoz, he beat him by a split decision. I love me some Frankie Edgar, but I'm not seeing a path to victory. Gutierrez is a negative 250 favorite on in all the Vegas bookies. So that means you got to put $250 to make an extra $100, and then Frankie Edgar put $100, you make an extra $200. So uh, unless Frankie smothers him with takedowns and he gets no volume off, which could be a possibility, but the low kicks of Chris Gutierrez, the age, I'm not really quite sure what to expect from Frankie Edgar, but I'd have to go Chris Gutierrez all day. B, what do you say about this one?
Yeah. I stick with you on this one, man. Um, the thing is that I love Frankie. Frankie is the OG, former lightweight champion, featherweight title challenger. You know, we gotta give props where props is due. Had an illustrious career, had a lot of crazy fights, solid wins. This is a tough fight for him, man. Chris Gutierrez got some mean kickboxing, but Jesus Christ, those leg kicks. Oh my God. And let me tell you something. If Pedro Munoz managed to
Vicious,
land leg kicks on Frankie the way he did,
vicious leg kicks.
Chris Gutierrez is going to tear those legs apart. I'm not sure how many of them leg kicks Frankie's gonna eat, but you know Frankie's gonna come in there. He's gonna try to boogie on his boxing and definitely try to get those takedowns in. I just don't know how many of those leg kicks he's gonna be eating from Chris Gutierrez before he's like, yo, that's it. I know he got the dog in him, but shit, this is tough. My heart says Frankie, but my brain says Gutierrez. Mike, your mic.
How you feel, dude? Because I'm feeling it. Just sucks, man. I love them, man, and but at the end of the day, UFC doesn't have enough love for them, and they're just feeding these guys a little bit to the sharks at that point. Um,
Yeah.
so the next fight of the night should be an
Oh God.
absolute banger. B is the reason why most of us motherfuckers are here. It is Dustin, the Diamond Poirier takes on Michael Iron Chandler, bro. And I can't be more thrilled for a matchup like this one. So it's me, him, me. Okay, so I'll leave this one off right here. So on this one, man, you like what else could you want more than just pure fucking violence? I've been watching UFC since UFC 1. Luckily, my brother wants Ultimate Fighter Season 6. My dad let us watch him back in fucking the early 90s. And so I've just been very blessed to be around the sport since pretty much the absolute beginning. Iron Mike Chandler, he's also sponsored by a Melon brand hat. So make sure you go get yourself something to separate yourself from the pack. So really good dude, really good fighter, really good wrestling, obviously D1 All American. But he's wild, super wild. He goes in there to bang, kill, be killed on his shield. And sometimes that costs them because he never implements the wrestling game. Had Charles Oliveira rocked at the end of round 1. And then round 2 goes right back to banging instead of maybe wrestling or implementing some other type of game plan. But once again, who am I to say what he should have done or not done? But I'm just saying from the outside, you know, for outside looking in, I just, it's tough for me. So love me some Michael Chandler. I love him as a family man. Love his work ethic. I love everything that he does. But this dude's gonna be taking on a guy that's fucking Dustin the Diamond Poirier. He's the type of dude that you don't even want to be near your girl because he'll steal her diamond. That's why they named him the Diamond, because he's the diamond snatcher, right? And so with Dustin the Diamond Poirier, bro, this is gonna be a tough one. I think his boxing's better. Jiu-jitsu wise, not sure, but the scrambling wrestling ability goes to Michael Iron Chandler for sure, for sure. And I don't know what Dustin Diamond's gonna do while he's on his back because he didn't really showcase me a lot when I need to see him when he was on his back all the times. We need them in a main event. No comments. And so right now the odds makers have sorry, 1 second. I don't know why it can't just be. It's crazy that it just can't be where it's supposed to be. Michael Chandler. No. 1 second. Let me refresh this. It's really nice when your the tools are supposed to help you that they don't pop up. I have no clue how Best Fight Odds doesn't have Michael Chandler and but Poirier odds. So, and I know I smoke reefer, folks. So I mean, I'm gonna disregard that. It is Friday, but either way. So what I'm seeing is around a negative a plus 190 for Charles for Michael Chandler, negative 230 for Dustin the Diamond Poirier, give or take $30 or 30 cents on the dollar. Man, I got to go Dustin the Diamond Poirier. I think he's proven himself. Cardio, strength, boxing. Only thing I worry about is his wrestling's Achilles heel. Does Michael Chandler get him down on the ground for long enough to secure a decision? I'm going Dustin the Diamond Poirier. B, what do you say?
Oh shit! You going Diamond?
Right,
You going
hey,
Dustin
bro.
the Diamond for you?
Hey, my favorite thing about my girl is her diamond, so I'm fucking going that blood diamond route, right?
Damn, Mike about to hate me for this one, but I'm taking Mike Chandler.
Oh my god. All right, B's officially turning in his last weeks. He's gonna be over there with the new Twitter. Yeah, all the Twitter people who got canceled. You might want to coordinate with Mr. B next.
I'm gonna take Chandler, dog.
I didn't bet him. I said him. Calm down. It says
I'm gonna take Chandler though. I'm gonna take Chandler. I know you're not gonna bet, but I'm gonna take Chandler. I'm gonna take Iron Mike here, man.
is it
Iron Mike.
is it because of the pressure and Fourier doesn't like being the nail when the hammer's coming for the first round?
It could be that. I also like Chandler because this is a 3-round fight.
Hold on, B. Shout out to the bad motherfuckers. This is one of the highest rated shows right now in the sense of views wise on YouTube and Facebook. Just nonstop with interactions, the likes, the love, the hearts, the fucking. I don't even care if you say fuck you, Mike, you suck. But at least they tell me why I suck so I can get better. But we're here to have fun, have good vibes, cash motherfucking bets, and give you our inside leans. And if the cursing is really what's bothering you, just tell me. I'll try to get my PG-13 Little Mermaid fucking voice over here for you. But
Oh my
Either
God.
way, really appreciate all you guys, especially FolkEyeStuff.com, Melon Brand hats, and Sue Law Group, Simi Valley, California. Hit them up if your baby mama causing drama.
I think I'm gonna take Chandler, man. Yo, Poirier is a tough as nails dude, and he's proven himself time and time again to be just that. Yo, this is a 3-round fight for Mike Chandler. This ain't no 5-rounder. It's just 3 rounds. And Mike Chandler's going to go and put his all in these 3 rounds, boy. And if he's really about trying to get this title, we're going to see implements of that wrestling. We got to see the full Mike Chandler, the kickboxer / boxer / wrestler. That's what we got to see out of Mike Chandler. And if we get that out of Mike Chandler,
let's go.
Poirier is in trouble. He is in trouble. If Poirier eliminate that wrestling, be on guard for his takedown defense, and then put that boxing in there, really put his boxing in, and his mix up, because I seen him mix up a couple little short elbows in the mix. He throwing a little Muay Thai a little bit. I see him doing his thing, and he could pull out one of those vintage type fights. Then, bro, that's probably Poirier. But we seen Poirier have trouble with wrestlers. Chandler is a high level wrestler, Big Ten wrestler, buddy.
Yep.
And if he's gonna put that out there, we got problems. And Chandler don't care about a boring fight. He want to win.
Okay,
so that's what he going out there for.
Okay, B. Okay. So fuck, I hate you right now. Because I love Michael Chandler. I'm not gonna lie, his wrestling is low key legit.
The thing though, I will say though, don't go betting Chandler. I will say though,
I'm not betting
Chandler's a little hard headed. He is a little hard headed, as you mentioned. He wouldn't try to go to wrestle.
Kick your back. Kick if I come to move next to you, you get double the price for the ganja now. Okay, double the price. Okay, I love me some Chandler, but he fucking should be here representing his melon boy, and well, that's another story.
He's a little hard headed sometimes, but I think he's coming out here to get this W by any means. And I'm not sure if Poirier really got it in him to keep fighting these fights, man. I'm not sure. Even though he be talking, I'm going to take Chandler, man. That's that. You could take Poirier, keep that Louisiana hot sauce. It's the bomb. I've had some in a restaurant a little while ago. It was pretty fire.
Let's get this straight. Hey, I'm a German, Native American, Mexican, indigenous over here from California, Southern California, from my mom's side. Now, I've been begging for Louisiana hot sauce my whole life. Okay, Crystal to be exact. Right now,
yeah.
Dustin Poirier comes here. He starts making the sriracha look like bullshit. First of all, there's no one gonna beat sriracha. Secondly, that shit ain't shit. I mean, now, so I it's cool. I'm happy he's making money for his family, but you know me, bro. I have a little farm here. I make my own spices off of my habaneros, my serranos, off of my jalapenos, off of my shishito, so many different types. Now these fools are faking it to make it and just all this stuff. And bro, I just want the real deal Holyfield hot sauce. If you're trying to bring the heat, bring the fucking heat. All right. So sorry for the hot sauce rant. I love food. I love hot sauce. But hey, Dustin the Diamond Poirier. I not only Dustin from the South, over there from Louisiana. I guarantee I fucking trailer my fucking reverse flow 1,000 pounds of quarter-inch steel reverse flow barbecue down south. I will destroy him in Louisiana, hot sausages and pulled pork, and I will send his ass home. And that's a Southern California fucking dude over from the West Coast. But that's how much I love food. These fools are fronting. You get a pellet grill. These guys are like easy bake ovens. They're like, I got an easy bake oven. I threw a couple pellets in there. I put a little thing in there, and I made magic. It's like, no, bro, it's not what happened. But sorry, guys, I love food, so that's how that went on. So would the next fight of the night be? That was damn, dude, I can't believe you're taking Chandler right there. The
I'm
next fight
taking Chandler, dog.
main event B. You gotta jump into it first, so I'll end on the main event. Carla Esparza takes on Wei Li Zhang. And this should be a good one, B. And I got lots to say, and I might get me canceled today. All right. So I don't want to hear none of the soft shit.
So this is straightforward, man. We got to fight for the strawweight title, y'all. Magnum Weili Zhang, man, 22-3, 33 years old, 5'4", 63-inch reach out of Handan, China. Currently riding a 1-fight win streak out of Black Tiger Fight Club. She beat Joanna Jędrzejczyk her last fight with a spinning back fist in round 2. She lost to Rose Namajunas, won by split decision before that. And then she lost her title by a head kick in the first round. She beat Joanna Jędrzejczyk before that in the, fight of the year? That insane fight at UFC 248, which was actually better than Adesanya versus Romero, which is crazy, but it is what it is. She beat Jessica Andrade for the title before that with knees and punches in round 1, 42 seconds. I can't believe I stood up all morning just to see that happen. That was very sad. Tisha Torres, she beat unanimous decision. Aguilar, she beat by armbar. Danielle Taylor, blah, 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 blah. She had a crazy win streak. She's going up against Carla Esparza, the Cookie Monster, who's 19-6, former Invicta strawweight champion. Now the two-time UFC strawweight champion. 35 years old, 5'1" with the 63-inch reach. Currently riding a 6-fight win streak out of Team Oyama. Shout out to Ian McCall, one of my favorite fighters, man. I know he retired, but that dude was awesome. Rose Namajunas, she beat for the title by split decision, UFC 274. Interesting thing about that, if I remember correctly, I think, what's that? Yeah, that was in May. Yeah, I was in the hospital for that. Yep. I was in the hospital. I watched that. I was the one person making mad noise on the 5th floor because I wanted Carla to win that. Yep, and she did, she beat Yaonan Zhan by ground and pound in round 2. Marina Rodriguez, she beat by split decision. Michelle Waterson Gomez, she beat by split decision. Alexa Grasso, she beat by majority decision. Verna Jandiroba, she beat by unanimous decision. Straight facts, straightforward. Carla Esparza has an interesting way of fighting. Mainly, she was just a wrestler who would just go in there with takedowns, try to shoot these weird takedowns, a lot of single legs, not much of a double leg unless she was against the cage, but a lot of single legs. The volume was just to use, she would pull out the jab, the double jab just to shoot in, kind of like what Ben Askren used to do to get the takedowns. When she gets the takedowns, a lot of control, using the positions, pummel, and get the submission if you leave something open. This is a tough fight. This is a very, very tough fight for Carla Esparza. I've talked to some folks on here not actually during the week, but earlier today. Because I keep trying to look for the path. I love Carla Esparza, let me just say that. But there's a slim chance that Carla Esparza wins this fight. Weili Zhang should be the strong favorite in here, which she is. And I'm going to lean with Weili Zhang. Weili is too big, too strong, too damn improved. The only path for Carla really is to chain wrestle. And I think Weili is already ahead of figuring that out. And I think she's too strong for you to chain wrestle her early in this fight. And because of that, that's going to leave Carla open to get hit. Weili just marches forward and hits. We've seen what Andrade tried to do. That did not work. And Andrade is a damn juggernaut. Weili, I believe, is going to take this fight. I would be surprised if this gets past the 3rd round. But I'm taking Weili Zhang.
Yeah,
If Carla wins, I'll be happy. I'll be like, what? But
well, I'm not gonna be happy. I'll be pissed off because
I'm
betting.
taking Weili Zhang. I'm definitely taking Weili Zhang on this one. I'm sorry, Carla.
Hold
I
on one
love
second.
you, but
I don't know what Best Fight Odds is doing right now. But I'm trying to find you with the actual book odds for the bookie for the
word.
bout for this. So on my bookie bout, Esparza is at plus 255, negative 335 comeback for Zhang. You can't bet that, and I don't care who you are. Don't give one fuck. I'm going with Zhang. I think that she does it absolutely quite easily, dominates it wrestling with Henry Cejudo, fight ready. They're going to be absolutely drilled and ready to go
Yo,
and
she's
fucking
been she's been everywhere.
and dude, just the striking, her power, the way that she hits the pads, she'll make you wish that she never hit you one time with the amount of force that she goes with those boxing skills. So I'm going Weili Zhang. I think that she has a quite easy path to victory. The UFC's never really been high on Carla Esparza. Not that always matters, but sometimes it does. But with that said, the reason why we are here, the main event of the evening. Israel Adesanya, the style bender, takes on Alex Pereira. And this
why am I doing Tai Tuivasa's celebration dance? I don't know why. I don't know.
What you say?
I said I'm over here doing Tai Tuivasa's celebration dance for no reason whatsoever.
Hey, and there's a couple of people here in the chat. I appreciate you from Facebook. That I can't understand the language that the language you're typing in, but it doesn't matter to me. We're all one people. I love and appreciate the good vibes. I don't even care if that your language told me the fuck you, you got a small dick and whatever it may be. But you're still here chatting, doing the damn thing, and I'm not worried about all that. I just want to be here, have fun, cash bets for our fans, and just give a little bit of better insight on how I think when it comes to this mixed martial arts game. What time is it starting? I'm in Africa. I believe I said 6 p.m., but let me double check for you real fast. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will start on the East Coast, and then it will also start for me 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the West Coast. Hopefully that question helps you there in the chat. Bro, you showing the match later? Kanan Anderson, the match tomorrow, bro. If you pay close attention and subscribe to my boy Mr. B, the MMA guy, former Periscope legend, he always tries to make sure that there's a way for you to watch these bouts if you don't have the cash, whatever it may be. We always make sure that you can see the madness going down. So. But really, like I said, this is one of the most ever eyes that we've had right now in a long time. A lot of new fans. And please subscribe, like, and just show a little bit of love because I really, we love doing this. The fight's going to be lit as fuck, Danny Conte said. Danny Conte, you are 100% correct. It is going to be lit like a Christmas tree that's been sitting for a month, and we ignited that bitch. Tino D Isabella starts 6 once again. Was it 6 p.m. right? I keep fucking glitching.
Yeah, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific.
3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But just want to make sure I answer some of you guys in the chats. Everything we do is for you guys in the show. You ever need any help throwing down bets? Not sure. Want a little bit better advice? You can always add me and Mr. B on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it may be, and we will give you our best leans. So with that said, we're on the main event right now, right?
Yes.
So the main event, Israel Adesanya versus Alex Pereira, and these two have met up 2 times, and I believe it was kickboxing, correct, B?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Kickboxing. So one time I went to the decisions, and the last time Alex Pereira sent my boy Israel Adesanya, the style bender, into the shadow realms where they did not see him ever again. So this should be a really good fight. I've told you for a long time, if you listen to me on the MMA for Money show for the 3-4 years I did it and did the podcast and all that, if you look on iTunes, look up the MMA for Money show. as one's word. You'll see me as a cartoon there and all the history of the show I did on the podcast before we decided to go live. Me and Mr. B shoot the shit. So all transparent, all fun, and all here for good vibes. So with this weekend, man, Adesanya I've been high on. I've been saying he's the best striker that there is ever since. And then Pereira came in here, and I knew of him from Adesanya's loss and bouts years ago. And it's I'm having a hard time now. I've been one of the biggest Adesanya fans. He's a negative 225 favorite, a plus 180 comeback for Alex Pereira, and I worry for the small gloves. I worry for that. Adesanya's not the biggest wrestler, so the takedowns aren't really there for sure. Israel's talked about the stone hands that he's had all week, and I just feel like that's something that's just never going to get out of your mind. And so, with that said, man, I'm going with Alex Pereira here. I think this dude's the real fucking deal. I feel his striking and the power will come through, but I wouldn't be mad if Adesanya ended up winning this bout. Right now, odds makers have Adesanya negative 225 favorite, and then a plus 180 comeback for Alex Pereira. B, what do you think? What do you think about this main event?
Well, this is a really high. This is a really good main event, man. Depending on how you look at it, this has a lot of history, as you mentioned. These guys fought twice in kickboxing. Pereira beat him by decision. Then he knocked him out. Izzy was winning that fight until he got knocked out, but it happened. Since then, Izzy's been pretty damn good in mixed martial arts. He's managed to balance up his kickboxing, use his kickboxing, improve the rest of his game, and come out guns blazing. He's gotten a lot of KO wins, but, as being a champion, you got to fight strategic, and a lot of people get upset because he's not knocking out people like before, but he's fighting really smart. A guy like Pereira, a very dangerous guy. The guy likes to set up his strikes, tends to set people up for the big head kicks, monster power that he always throws. There's everything he throws damn near has power. His jab got power. That left hook is the critical punch of his repertoire. If he's not catching you with the big head kick, he's definitely catching you with the left hook. Everybody that gets hit with this left hook is damn near sent to La La Land.
Yeah.
Sean Strickland, we seen get knocked out. The homeboy in LFA before Pereira got signed, you guys should go watch that fight. This dude got knocked out and was still out for 5 minutes after the fight. Yeah. It was one of the scariest things, man. You got to be built to take that punch. Oh, crap. And when he lands, it's big. I think, though, the thing is that we haven't seen all of Pereira's skills. Pereira's still being built up. Good coach in Glover Teixeira training with him. He kind of looked pretty well against Bruno Silva, where he did get taken down, but he managed to defend those takedowns later on in the fight. His footwork is a little iffy, but it's because those damn big winging shots. At first, I was going to take Pereira, but I might take Izzy. I'm not 100% locked in there. But I might take Izzy because, as I mentioned, big cage, a lot of space. That boy's going to be on his bicycle. Shout out to Dusty Rose, RIP. That guy was hilarious. But, yeah, man. There's a lot of space for Izzy to move around and run. You guys like to use a run, so I'm going to say he runs. It's evasive maneuvers, but, yes, he's running. So there's a lot of space for him. He has really good footwork, a lot of setups for counter shots. Him and Pereira will be looking for counters against each other because they're both going to play that game. I want to see the counter into counter, but not quite counter. I'm also interested in seeing who shoots for a takedown first. I'm going to lean towards Izzy right now, but tomorrow I might change that whole thing and go Pereira. But for right now, I'm going to go Izzy, though.
Well,
but I am very worried. I'm very worried.
Either way, man, it should be a very exciting main event for the UFC 281 going down in Madison Square Garden, one of the home of all the legends who have ever played sports or done shows in general in New York City. My man, Mr. B, I appreciate you so much being here to shoot the shit. Those are our best bets for this UFC. And if you need any help, advice, go out to follow us on Twitter, and you can have a personal message and find out maybe what a better parlay is. If you don't have a lot of money, what the best bet, what the full best bet might be. But like I said, if I said I was firing on the bets here, on each matchup, those are definitely the bets that will be logged on the show and be transparent
Yes,
next
sir.
week. I can't thank you enough, my man, Mr. B, the MMA guy, for always being here, tuning in, shooting the shit with the KOPE. You want to drop your Twitter handle so the people know where you be.
Sure, man. Catch me. You know, I'm on in during the week, but I'm always busy, you know, because we live lives, right? So I'm on Twitter, Mr. B at Mr. B 1986. I retweet stuff, I drop tweets, you know. If you have a question or something, you can ask me on the DMs. I have no problem with that. You can catch me on the weekends, stream fights, of course, on OK Live, man. If you're trying to find me, I am Mr. B on OK Live. You trying to watch the fights? That's where I'm at, dog. I got a picture of Norma Dumont in a bikini. It's a very, very, very good picture. That's my profile picture. But catch me there 6 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, 6 p.m. Eastern for the prelims, the early prelims. I'll be on the whole time from then on, with the prelims, and then the main card that starts at 10. So if you're in Africa, Tino, that is 1 a.m. I just checked that. That's 1 a.m. in Africa. That's crazy. But I'll be there. But check down the time converter. 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Yeah. So I'll be on, man. And
Well,
I'll be doing play-by-play as well. So be on the
well,
lookout.
I appreciate you, my man, Mr. B, and I appreciate every single one of you viewers, every subscriber, every person who likes, dislikes, throws hate, throws love. I really can't do this without you because there's no one behind us. I'm the producer, I'm the host. Mr. B is the go-host, and there's really no one behind us besides a couple of really, really good sponsors. But besides that point, man, if you guys could please go like, subscribe, share to your friends. Really, really, really does mean a lot to us. And until next time, let's fucking roll, cash those bets, baby.
Yes, sir.